you were a kid in the 70s, there wasn't much on TV cooler than the $6 Man. And they made a lot of $6 Million Man merchandise. And we're going to take a look at some of it. Remember Steve Austin, aka Lee Majors, aka the Fall Guy himself, Colt Seavers? Yeah, before he was the Fall Guy, he was the $6 Million Man. That's not even that much money now. That's like getting a root canal nowadays. But back in the 70s, $6 million was a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind having a pocket full of $6 million right now. But they made a lot of merchandise to this show. Now I'm going to be honest with you, most of my memories of this show comes from my brother who was really into it. For some reason this show, at least in my area, didn't really get shown in reruns. Like a lot of the shows, you know, I grew up in the 70s watching it. In the 80s, it would always be on like on Saturday or something, like Land of the Lost. But $6 Million Man, I can remember watching it a little bit, but I knew my brother had a board game and some of the toys. And to me, that's where I knew mostly about the $6 Million Man. But we're going to take a look at merchandise because they had a lot of it, but we're going to stay away from the Kenner toy line, the action figure line that is, because I think I've done a video on them before, probably have, and we all know about that. It comes to this channel anyway. So I wanted to see what else was out there when it came to the $6 Million Man. Now, let me not waste any more of your time. Well, let me waste your time again. Okay, let's start looking at this one right here. Stickers and tattoos. Tattoos, not real tattoos. Tattoos was really cool to have back in the 70s and 80s. You get them out of Cracker Jacks a lot of time. You put them on your hand and you put some water on it. You had to press down really hard and you peel it up real slow. Don't peel it too fast or it's not going to peel off right. And it lasts a couple hours. You're like, I got a tattoo. I'm a real man. Tattoos. And if you were a girl, you could have got the Bionic Woman tattoos. That's right, Bionic Woman tattoos. But let's move on to a $6 Million Man lunchbox. I told you my brother was really into $6 Million Man. I can remember he had this lunchbox. It's one of those things sat around the house for a long time, I think, but disappeared like most things. But I remember he had the $6 Million Man lunchbox. If I remember right, maybe like kindergarten, which somebody's called Montessori. I don't sound like a dinosaur. I think I took it to school until I could get my own. And how about this? Yeah, a picture, a signed picture of Steve Austin, not Lee Majors. What is this? Well, this is if you joined the $6 Million Man fan club, you would have got this. And I'm sure it's not signed, I'm sure it's just stamped on. Like my autographed picture of Hank Williams Jr. when I joined his fan club. At least I got a membership card that was plastic, like a credit card. I go around and show everybody that. Nobody cared. How about this? Give a show. Oh, this is like cartoons on your wall. This was our Netflix back in the day. Hey, everybody want to come watch a cartoon on the wall? It's not really a cartoon, it's drawings we have to read. Have to read? Oh, man, I'm not coming over. I have to read. That's how it goes. But they're pretty cool. That's one ugly looking kid. Look at that kid right there. His parents must have worked for Kenner or something to get on the box. How about, just a random picture of Steve Austin's boss, Oscar Goldman. How about that? And how about a SIA show? It's kind of like a Viewmaster, but they couldn't say Viewmaster or they would have got sued. You hold it up to your eyes and you say, whoa, look at this, 35 exciting scenes. And I think they show some videos too, because the box says no batteries needed. So. And how about this, a $6 Million Man board game? Another one my brother had. I don't remember ever playing this with him or anything. I can remember sitting up playing it by myself, just moving around, see what all it says on it. And this thing was at my parents' house like couple of years ago. It would be in their attic, and this is after they moved and everything, not in my childhood home. And I went over there probably about 2-3 weeks ago to get it. I said, I'm going to get that, I'm going to rescue it, and I couldn't find it. I was like, all this time it was sitting right there next to the RCA video cassette player. There was like 2 parts, one had a camera hooked to it. That's still there, but the game's gone. I don't know what happened to it. How about this, the not Viewmaster, what do you call this one right here, the movie viewer. Now, see, I got one right up here with Star Wars in it. And I had the $6 Million Man one. I can remember watching $6 Million Man through this. I remember you pick up something and made it. I was going to say it made that sound, but it didn't make that sound. In my head, I heard that Bionic sound. You know that sound when he picks up something? Now I remember this, my brother also took this thing apart and put it on an actual film reel with the Star Wars one so we could watch it like on the wall with the film projector. Remember getting the film projector out? What a fun day. How about this book and record set? Another one I remember my brother having, I don't think it was this one, but he had one like it. It was like a big old square comic book. It was like those little ones that you got in the 80s where it's time to turn the page when you hear Indiana Jones bullwhip crack like this. Ding! That's a bad bullwhip sound, I know, but remember that? That's what it was kind of like, but they were really big. And how about this, a comic book? Who made this? Charlotte Comics? Is that Charleston Comics? I can't, it's really small on my screen. But I never heard of that comic book company. And look at him. He's getting some metal. He's bending it all up. He's getting all $6 million man on your ass with it. And how about this? Just a random picture of Oscar Goldman. $6 million boss. Even when you got superhuman strength, you still got to have a boss. And how about this? Now, I said I wasn't going to get into the toys, the figure line, but this, I think it went on the arm or the leg or something. It was a little piece. And the only thing I want to talk about it because I remember this thing. Not with the $6 million man line. I knew what it was from, but I had a pony shoebox where I kept all my loose Star Wars figures, and it was always at the bottom. Me and my brother, we would put our figures together in that box. This was always at the bottom when you dumped it out. And I just really look at it like a piece of glass. I always loved to look at this thing. And it was after, I guess, we lost all the $6 million man stuff. I think we still had Bigfoot hanging around. Remember that chest plate pops off. But anyway, this just brought back some memories when I saw it of it being in that box with my Star Wars toys. How about this? A towel. Yeah. Time to dry off that ball sack with a $6 million man towel. Look at him with his red jumpsuit. And how about some little red $6 million man shoes? I know that goes to the Kenner line, but I just wanted to pull them up. I thought they were kind of cute. And how about this? $6 million man fighting a dang, is that an ape or a gorilla? A gorilla, fighting a damn gorilla. Now this is a model kit. You had to put it together and paint it. No glue needed because this was the 70s. And your parents, unless you were a little white trash, your parents weren't going to get you one with glue because you were a little white trash and you were going to smell it and get high. But if you wasn't white trash, and you know the white trash, the ones that have the football jersey that was like mesh, and you could see half of it was like this mesh. You could see the belly and everything in it. Might have some wing hair, has some long hair for sure. Probably smoked Camel cigarettes, and they were only 15 years old. There was a lot of us like that. I wasn't like that. I wasn't white trash. But there he is. I don't know why it wasn't Bigfoot. Would have made more sense if he's fighting Bigfoot. Remember that? Andre the Giant? One time as Bigfoot, then they recast him. How about this? A bucket full of $6 million man puzzle parts. It should have been $6 million man because you're kind of like putting them back together. But no, it's just a bucket. I don't know. In the 70s, they like to put your puzzles in a bucket. And then we have another puzzle. This is more of a kid puzzle. Look at him. Kicking this shit out of a car. I know. I feel like that sometime when I go downtown too, $6 million man. How about this? A calendar. I don't know if that'd be any good today because we got calendars on our phone. So if you buy this, it probably is going to screw you up because you're like, I can just look at my phone. But that's a $6 million man calendar. It's not one of those cool ones that change each month because on the bottom it's got all the month right there. So you got to look at that picture. A $6 million man in his tight pants showing his hog for 12 months. And how about, this isn't $6 million man, but I had to show you. I had to show you this. Everybody's got a Diet Right. Yeah. A Lee Majors Diet Right shirt. Now this isn't some stupid shirt I made for junkmanmerch.com, junkmanmerch.com, junkmanmerch.com. I got this shirt right here, junkmanmerch.com. This is a real shirt, but maybe I should take that picture and make it for junkmanmerch.com. And now this is a real vintage shirt too. I know you're like green stamps. Let's dig into this. Let's look a little closer. It's like a little film strips of $6 million man. I love this. If they made this today in a fat man size, I would buy it. And how about a coloring book? Yeah, that's Lee Majors. Yeah, that's $6 million man. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Junkman, that's not $6 million man. That's Artie Lancaster mixed with Buck Owens. But no, it's not. It's $6 million man. At least that's what it says it is. How about a random picture of Oscar Goldman? Yeah, can you believe it? $6 million man has a boss. How about a $6 million man vintage shirt? Look at him. Look at him run through time. Awesome. And how about a watch? What time is it? It's time to watch $6 million man. Oh, some kid excited. Probably got this for his birthday or Christmas. Couldn't wait to go back to school. And his $6 million man watch. This is awesome. It should have been a digital watch where you could keep time because you want to run real fast. You want to be like, how fast did I run? 32 seconds to the mailbox. And how about a book, a $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman? What? Both of them all in one book. And how about another model kit? This one looks like he's standing on the side of the wall. I guess he's supposed to be kicking it or something. But it looks like he's standing on it. It looks like when they make those, remember the Batman TV show when they would turn the camera sideways and look like he's walking up the wall? Looks more like what they're going for here. No glue needed again. So your mom would buy it for you because she didn't want you sniffing the glue like Craig up the street. Damn Craig. And how about this? A Ben Cooper Halloween costume. This is freaking awesome. I would have wore this if I knew about it, especially with that jumpsuit. That's pretty cool. And how about another model set with a guy falling off a motorcycle? Looks like he's just laying down to me. It looks like he's trying to take a night nap on it. And $6 Million Man's bending up the, look at him tearing up the front of it. Makes $6 Million Man look kind of like an asshole, doesn't it? And how about this? An Oscar Goldman jacket. Even $6 Million Man's boss gets cold in the wintertime and needs a suit jacket. Man. And how about this? This is from Kenner 2 SSP cars, little race cars. With a little figure on top there. You can pull them off if you pry them real hard. But no, they look really cool. I did a whole video on these, so you might want to check that out. And how about this? A bank. A bank to put your $6 Million Man coins in. No, your regular coins. Sorry, your $6 Million Man. And he's like, hey, stop, save that money. $6 Million Man bank. And how about a CB headset? A radio receiver. Now, some of you are going to say, hey, ain't that Star Wars? Well, yeah, we know they redid it. You got to tell me in the comments. They redid it in the Star Wars toy. But there he is running into a cave. What's in that cave? Maybe a toilet. Maybe he's got diarrhea. Super bionic diarrhea. But there it is. Hey, how about a bunch of Oscar Goldmans? Yeah. Now, $6 Million Man's got 3 bosses to answer to. Whew. And how about $6 Million bed sheet and curtains? You know, there's some kid out there, probably you, might have had this $6 Million Man curtains and bed sheet. And how about a picture of the actor that played Oscar Goldman? Well, there he is, right there. And how about a $6 Million Man bubblegum sticker? Bubblegum stickers. Yeah, stickers, and it's bubblegum. And look at him, he's breaking the chains, man. You can't chain down $6 Million Man. And what about Oscar Goldman again? With a CB radio headset that we saw from Kenner. And wearing the sports jacket. And how about Bionic Bites? These were cookies in a little plastic container. $6 Million Man. Cookies? Now that's something to chew on. What about $6 Million Man as Santa Claus? Yeah, you can sit on a $6 Million bionic lap. You might get a bionic boner. Ugh. Oh, let's move on. How about this? Coloring book. Look, he's like running. He's like you're jogging on the beach or something with them booty shorts on. But that's the $6 Million. Who wants to color a half-naked man? And how about a trash can? Yeah, throw your trash away with the $6 Million Man trash can. Boom! Threw that trash right in the trash receptacle. And how about this? A bionic bike. You're asking to get your... If a 10-year-old sees your 6-year-old riding this, they're going to kick this shit out and knock it over with you sitting on it. A bionic bike. It was cool when you're 6. By 7, you're embarrassed to have it. But let's look at one more. And it's not really a toy, but it is Sonny Bono on an episode of $6 Million Man. People always talking about how Andre the Giant was on there as Bigfoot, but they don't tell you about this, do you? With that jumpsuit. Sonny Bono, before he learned how to ski. And look at that nice watch he's got. Sonny Bono. They don't make men like that anymore. Sonny freaking Bono. Sonny, oh man. You see what Cher saw in that. That's a real American man right there. Well, that's a look at $6 Million Man merchandise from the 70s. Pretty cool, right? Tell me, how did you like $6 Million Man? Did you watch it? Did you pay the toys? And if you did watch it, I'm guessing you're probably 55 and older. If you're in your 20s and you watch a lot of $6 Million Man, let me know. I find it kind of hard to believe.
Hey, Junkman. Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.